So this is the next part. A car is taking the circular turn. Now tell me which force is responsible for circular motion of the car. So circular turn taken by the what? Car. This is only possible when road is rough. If road is smooth, no circular turn will happen. Let us say, if it is smooth road, then what are the force acting? What are the force acting? Mg will act downward and normal direction will act upward. And where will be the center? This is the center of circular path or center of circular road. Now tell me which force will act towards the center. Which force will act towards the center? No force is there. Mg cannot act, normal direction cannot act. Mg cannot act and normal direction also cannot act towards the center because they are perpendicular exactly and they will cancel out. And there is no force acting towards the center. That's why no circular turn is possible on smooth road. Then on which road circular turn is possible? On this, which is rough road. If road is rough, the car can take that circular turn. Now next point, if road is rough, then what is the situation? So now this is the car. So again car is coming towards us. This is the steering, let us say. And what is the velocity? And remember, velocity is out of the board. Okay. So car is coming out of the board and want to take a circular turn. Something like this. And where is the center of this is, let us say, center of circular road. So hope you are understanding. And what is the radius is? Radius is, let us say, r. R is the radius of the road. Now tell me which force is responsible for taking the turn, or which force will act as a centripetal force. So this is the radius of the road and this is the center of circular road. Okay. Now it has to take the turn. While taking the turn, the vehicle try to skid away from the circular path. Okay. Then which one will hold it? As it is trying to skid, so that is little tough to imagine. So friction will act. So friction will try to keep the vehicle not to skid. So friction will act towards the center and then the circular turn is possible. That means here circular turn is possible because of what? Because of friction. Okay. So friction will act on the car something like this towards the center. And how the Mg will act? Mg will act down on the road, normal action will act up. So this won't contribute any centripetal force. Then which is properly responsible for circular turn? Only friction. So as friction is acting towards the center and normal action is equal to what I can write down? Normal action is equal to mg and friction is acting towards the center. As friction is providing necessary centripetal force to the car, then what I can write down? So centripetal force is equal to mv square by r. mv square by r is the centripetal force which should be equal to friction because friction is only the providing force. So the friction should be equal to mv square by r. So friction value is equal to what I can write down? Friction value is equal to mu into normal reaction. Friction can be written as mu into normal reaction, and that too, see, here you need to understand one thing. Now friction is acting in this direction and there is no skid along this direction, perpendicular direction. So something like this. Along this perpendicular direction there is no skid. It is moving in one direction, but in perpendicular direction friction is acting. In perpendicular direction it is not skidding. Suppose something like this. This remote is taking the turn. Remote is moving linearly. Okay, na? That means it is not skidding in this direction. So friction is acting like this, no? You are able to see or not? Friction is acting in this way. So along this direction the car is not moving. So along this direction car is in what state? Static or rest. Getting my point or not? So in this case the car is rest relatively or with respect to ground it is rest. Car is not moving perpendicular to the circular road. Car is not moving radially. Okay, radially does not slide. Then how it is sliding or how it is moving? Car, circular motion, no? Car is moving tangentially. Radially does not slide. That means what is the friction acting here? Which friction will act here? Here static friction will act. So whatever friction is acting, that is static friction, not kinetic friction. Okay, kinetic friction means this car has to slide. Either car has to move towards the center or away from the center. When car is moving towards the center or away from the center, then it is sliding, then friction will become the what? Kinetic friction. All of you understood this? So every point has some relation. Okay, every point has some conclusion. So one by one you need to learn properly. So here the car is not skidding. Car is properly taking a circular turn. Okay, na? Car is not, wheels are not moving perpendicular to axis. Getting my point or not? Okay, so car is going in this direction. It's not moving like this. It's not skidding in this way. It's not skidding towards the center or away from the center. So that's why what friction will act? Static friction will act. Static friction will have some value, no? So this whatever friction is there, static friction, what is the maximum value of the friction acting? Maximum value of friction can act is, tell me, what is the maximum value of this friction, which is limiting friction? Maximum value of static friction, which is nothing but limiting friction, which we can write down mu s into normal reaction, or simply mu into normal reaction also you can write down. Sometimes mu s, sometimes mu. Okay, so it all depends on how well it has given in the question. So mu s into mg will be the maximum static friction can act. More than this cannot act. Let us say mu s into mg is 10 Newton. That means what is the maximum friction can act on the car is 10 Newton only. But friction force should be equal to mv square by r also. It has to be mv square by r, then only it will go in a circular path. So here v value we can maintain any speed, no? V is the velocity of car is maintained by us, or velocity of cycle is maintained by us, velocity of bike is maintained by us. So if I am maintaining the more velocity, let us say if I am maintaining the more velocity, radius is some fixed quantity, then mv square by r value is more than friction, then friction cannot support it. All of you getting this statement is very, very important. Concentrate. Suppose maximum friction can act on a body is 10 Newton. Let us say for example. So that body is taking the circular turn. Then the body has to maintain the speed in such a way that mv square by r value, whatever mv square by r value is there, that should be less than the 10 Newton or equal to 10 Newton. So then mv square by r value, whatever value is there, that will be provided by the friction. Friction will match it. So friction will act so that body will take the turn. That way with less speeds taking the circular turn is easy. If speed is more, suppose we are maintaining the more speed, then mv square by r value is more than the friction. Then mv square by r value is more than the 10 Newton. Then friction cannot provide that mv square by r value because maximum value of the friction is 10 Newton only. Okay, na? Under that condition, what will happen? Under that condition, the particle cannot take the circular turn. I mean, in the friction force can provide only some limit, 0 to some maximum value, 0 to mu s into mu s mg. Am I right? This is the amount friction can provide. mv square by r should be maintained by us. If you maintain the value within the friction limits, then there is no problem. You can take the circular turn. But if your value is more than the friction force, then friction force cannot provide. Friction will tell you that I cannot provide the centripetal force. Then you cannot take the circular turn. Then you will skid. You will go away from the road. To take circular turn safely means without skidding. Then what is the condition? mv square by r value should be less than or equal to mu s into mg. As friction is providing the centripetal force, friction has some maximum limit. Friction cannot act any number. Friction has some maximum limit. So mv square by r should be within that limit. Then only circular turn can be possible. Otherwise circular turn cannot be possible. Okay. So then v square by r is less than or equal to, I can write down mu s into g. Then v square is less than or equal to mu s into gr or rg. So v should be less than or equal to root mu s rg. So what is the maximum speed with which the car can take a turn is maximum speed value is equal to root of mu s into rg. So what is this maximum speed? Have you seen the speed signboards on the roads? While you are moving on state highways or national highways, you will see 80, 40 circular will be there, and they will tell you speeds sometimes. While taking circular turn is there, they will keep the speed boards. So that speed is this actually, but obviously they keep less. So ultimately that is the logic. If you maintain that speed, then you will be very safe. If you are more than that speed, then accident may happen. And second thing is, you know Formula 1 cars and Formula 1 bikes. So they travel at 200, 230, 250 km per hour usually. It's very high speed, nearly 200. So can same car, same bike can travel on our normal roads, municipality roads? So it will be tough. Okay. So there are chances for accidents. Why? Because in Formula 1 tracks, in India Buddha track is there. In Formula 1 tracks, they construct the road in different way, so that they will have the more coefficient of friction, the roads and tire. in between tire and road, the coefficient of friction will be very more. The Formula 1 car tires will be different. Physics, okay na? And our roads having the different coefficient of friction between the car and tire. So that's why we have to maintain less speed so that we can safely go to home. Okay na? If coefficient of friction is more, then you can travel. You can take the circular turn with more speed. If I am increasing the coefficient of friction, I can increase the speed with which I can take the turn. Understood? This is the maximum speed. All of you understood this logic? mv square by r value we can maintain according to our vehicle, but mu s into mg will maintain according to the road and tire, in between road and tire. So if mv square by r value is in between, within the range of friction, then friction will provide, you can take the circular turn. Otherwise, you cannot take the circular turn. While taking the sharp turns, usually people will fall down. Why? Because sharp turn means radius is less. This is the sharp turn. This is the blunt turn. Okay. So the radius is more here. Here the radius is less. While taking the sharp turn, radius is more. As the radius is more, then mv square by r value is more. Then friction may not support. Then there are chances for skidding. Understood? So that's why while taking the turn, usually people will take more curvature so that r value increases. As r value increases, mv square by r value decreases, so that the safety will increase. So as friction is providing the centripetal force, there are some maximum condition for speed.